Humana was recently named by U.S. Veterans Magazine as one of the top veteran-friendly companies in the United States. This locally founded company has a number of programs right here and all around the country that support our veterans. Broker Relations Manager and veteran Mike Jones is here to tell us all about it. Great to have you here. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know, just that honor that I read off the top there, that's huge to be. I mean, there's a lot of companies out there, but to be the most veteran friendly is a big deal.
I think it is. I think we've done a lot in the space. One of the things I think that I'm most proud of is that we spend a lot of time educating our internal people versus our partners that are out there representing us every day on how to interact with veterans, how to be more supportive of them, understand their unique healthcare benefits like VA and TRICARE for life for those who are military retirees. So it's important to understand that because you don't want to do unintentional harm in that space, and we've done a lot of work in the last 13 years, and we're very proud of it.
It's an important space to have the trust, and you all certainly do.
Absolutely.
Tell us about some of the veterans programs that you have that you're super proud of.
So early on when I first came, we became sponsors of the VFW and AMVETS, later on added DAV, and through that we were trying to combat we're uniting to combat hunger in that space. We provided like 5 million meals over the last 6 years to active duty and as well as veterans, which is important. I mean, it's, we know that hunger, if you're not getting the right meals, that exacerbates your health issues.
Sure does.
So we jumped into that space and spent a lot of time with them, and very proud of what we've been able to do with our sponsors and friends in those veteran service organizations.
You have some great partners there. Talk a little bit more about some of the health-related space that you mentioned, the TRICARE. That's a new one for you guys, isn't it?
Well, TRICARE we've actually had initially in 1995, and then implemented a contract in '96, and we continue to have that contract. Sad funny thing was my mother in 1995 worked for Humana, and when she wrote the actual contract, when she was working on the quality care portion, she said, my son is actually going to use this. I got to get this right. And she did get it right. She's retired now, but what a wonderful thing she did. And we continue to do that in this space, and we're very proud to represent about 6 million beneficiaries in that space.
And you're a great example of, you're a veteran, you work at Humana. What attracted you to the company, and how do you see kind of what they do in action? Yeah,
you know, to me, it's like timing is everything. So I retired in 2011 from the Army after a successful career, and there was an actual job shortage for veterans. It was as high as 30%. Humana came and, you know, they said, hey, I knew people from growing up here in Louisville, and I said, and they encouraged me to go work for Humana, and timing's everything, and I went to the Veterans Channel and started there, and we did an incredible lot of work there, and very proud of it. But it was by accident, but 13 years later, I'm still proud to be a Humananite and and continue to do the space and the veteran space. That's kind of my side job now, but it's still incredibly important to me because I am a veteran.
Absolutely. And Humana, and we've done some stories with you all in the past where you really do, I mean, they encouraged you to become a part of the Humana team. We hear that a lot. It's just, what is it about the veteran that does so well with the Humana team? What is it about the job traits that you have learned in the military that you think applies so well to the culture?
Well, there's no 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Right. So when you're a soldier, there's no 9 to 5. So they do really well in the entrepreneur space, but when you hire veterans, once you can, as the veteran, you got to learn how to translate what you did in the military, right? Once you figure that out, the value that you're going to add to any company is going to be that here's someone who's not going to be punching a clock.
That's right.
Because they want to, they're mission focused. I want to complete this action versus, you know, it's 5 o'clock, I'm done.
Right.
It's no, I'm not done. I want to accomplish this. I want to fix this type attitude. And I think that's why they do very well in corporate America.
Right. What will you be doing on this Veterans Day? Anything special going on with Humana or with you personally?
You know, I know there's all kinds of free meals out there.
Oh yeah, we're going to have plenty of them later. Need a free car wash? We'll get that for you too.
Yeah, I'm just going to spend time with my bride of 10 years. Awesome. She's really some people say better half. She's my better 2/3. Laura Jones. She's probably watching.
Yeah.
But I'm going to spend it with her and kind of reflect and then do some buddy checks because it's not as smooth as you would think for all veterans. I want to make sure that people know that I still love them, still care about them, check on my friends, and we'll communicate throughout the day. And no free meals. I don't want to go wait in line, but
No. You mentioned the buddy check. I've been talking about my dad for days. He served in the Army too, and it must be a veteran thing that every Veterans Day he would do the same exact thing. Like I've thought about him so much the last couple of days. He would be reaching out today to all his buddies that he served with overseas. And I love that you all do that because I feel like that emotional support, right? Just to say, hey, how are you doing?
Yeah,
I feel like
important.
if you know somebody, do that. See how they're doing today.
Absolutely. And, when you were talking about the social determinants, and, Humana's done a lot of space in veteran suicides, and we don't want to put a downer on a day like this, but it exists. And we know that it's really, really high. 22 at one point a day, 17, I think is what the VA says now. Excuse me. We have to take care of each other because I can only speak to another veteran on what I've experienced, and for them to understand that, it's a little harder to speak to someone who's never been in those scenarios. So to me, that's where the buddy check comes in, that we make sure that everyone's doing all right, that they're not, they didn't put themselves in a dark place on days like this where it's easy to do that.
Yeah, and say hi to your parents. They're watching hopefully too.
They are.
We go way back.
Way back.
We're very Louisville today. We're very hyper-focused today. But thanks for all you do. Thank you for your service. And a big thank you to Humana for all that they're doing today.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
All right. So if you'd like to learn more about Humana, the programs that they offer, how they're serving veterans, or maybe you're looking for a job and you're a veteran, this could be a great place for you. Just to learn more, go to humana.com.